Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
After Jennifer Lawrence blamed Trump for hurricanes, she got the worst news of her life. Jennifer Lawrence may be one of Hollywood's brightest stars, but her allure isn't immune to controversy. Last week, while on a promotion tour for her upcoming movie, Mother, Lawrence blamed Hurricanes Harvey and Irma on Donald Trump. You know, you're watching these hurricanes now, and it's really hard, especially while promoting this movie, not to feel Mother Nature's rage and wrath, Lawrence said when asked about Trump's election victory. Well, now she's about to feel the wrath of the movie-watching public. According to Breitbart, Mother is on track to become the lowest-earning wide release of Lawrence's career. Its opening box office is projected to be as low as $12 million. For comparison, nearly all of Lawrence's other widely released movies made north of $50 million. The Hunger Games: Catching Fire made north of $150 million. I guess you can't insult the president that half the country voted for and expect them to watch your movie. Share so that everyone sees that there are consequences for baseless attacks against our president. Because Hollywood needs to stop attacking Trump. Trump just came out of the plane and said something that has Washington freaking out. President Trump said on Thursday that efforts by Susan Rice to unmask associates' identities in intelligence are just the tip of the iceberg. She slammed former Obama National Security Advisor just days after she spoke to House investigators. She is not supposed to be unmasking, and what she did was wrong, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, Trump told Fox News on Air Force One. He then added, "I heard she admitted to unmasking yesterday." A senior Capitol Hill source told Fox News that Susan Rice has given a dozen reasons for her actions during the meeting with House Intelligence Committee. According to CNN, Rice wanted to learn why the Crown Prince of the UAE was in New York last year meeting Michael Flynn, Jared Kushner and Steve Bannon in December. "I leaked nothing to nobody," Rice told MSNBC. She originally told Judy Woodruff in March that she knew nothing about the unmasking of Trump associates. "This needs to get out ASAP. The media is covering it up and we need to get these criminals in the prison that they belong in. Share this everywhere, Patriots." Thanks for reading. Seconds after arriving in Florida, jaws dropped when people saw what Melania had on her feet. First Lady Melania Trump managed to wow the entire nation once again today. Not with her supermodel looks or her unbelievable displays of kindness. Nope. Everyone was wowed by what was on her feet. I'm sure by now all y'all remember that little incident in Texas where the media lashed out at Melania for working in high heels. Well, she was not gonna let that happen twice. The media even tried to make fun of her shoes when she got on the plane this morning. As you can see, she was wearing some stylish black designer shoes. Of course, that did not last very long. However, by the time the Trumps landed in Florida for their visit, Melania made a very big change. She switched her designer shoes for Converse sneakers to shut the media up for good. The MSM are hating this picture right here because it proves how petty and hateful they really are. Ouch. Way to go, First Lady Melania. You clearly know how to look great in anything you wear. Plus, this was not about clothes, this was about Florida. Now it's up to you to help get this shared everywhere to let the First Lady know that real Americans have her back. Checkmate. Trump just made Democrats agree to the one thing they didn't want. Democratic leadership just fell into Donald Trump's trap. This week, they thought they got Trump to flip sides on immigration. In reality, The Democrats were the ones who got conned. When Trump announced the impending end of DACA, the left lost their collective minds. They called the decision pure cruelty and began desperate efforts to save the program in Congress. But here's the thing, ending DACA was never part of Trump's agenda. He made the announcement because the unconstitutional program was about to get challenged in the courts, and it was almost certainly going to lose. Rather than let that happen, Trump wanted the program written into law. That's where he saw his opportunity. Trump realized that Democrats were so desperate to save the program, he knew he could use DACA to push elements of his immigration plan Democrats would never agree to under normal circumstances. And it worked. This morning, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer announced that they were in talks with the president to pass a border security package in addition to DACA. Both sides agreed that the White House and the Democratic leaders would work out a border security package, Pelosi and Schumer said in a joint statement. Possible proposals were discussed including new technology, drones, air support, sensor equipment, rebuilding roads along the border and the bipartisan McCall-Thompson bill. While there is no mention of the wall in their statement, Trump says that he wouldn't do anything without funding. But that funding could be supplied separately from this deal. In fact, some money has already been appropriated. So, for now, Trump just got even more than what he was asking for. While he wanted Congress to work on a DACA replacement, he used them to secure our border in ways they would never agree to normally. Share so everyone knows that Trump is still delivering on border security. Otherwise, the media will lie and say he caved. Top chef Anthony Bourdain just threatened to kill President Trump in the most sickening way. When it rains everyone screams global warming, but when an American celebrity chef threatens to murder the President of the United States, nobody makes a sound. Today Anthony Bourdain told a TMZ reporter that he would poison Trump if he got the chance to cook for him. When the reporter asked what he would cook for President Trump if, given the opportunity, he said hemlock. Hemlock is a well-known poison people have used to kill rulers ever since the time of Socrates in ancient Greece. To add more twisted irony to the situation, Bourdain actually had prepared and eaten a special meal with Obama when he was still in office. This right here is a perfect example of the double standards the leftist media loves to set for us. If you question anything about Obama, they name you a racist by default. However, if you threaten to kill Trump, they think you are just a funny joker. The reality is he will get away with his comments and maybe even get a raise over at CNN since they all hate the president so much. That is, unless we shut him down by sharing this everywhere and boycotting everything he touches until he learns consequences for his action. Bourdain has insulted Trump before. Hell, there is nothing wrong with insulting a president, it's the right of Americans. But talking about killing one? That's too far. Right after Harvard gave Chelsea Manning highest honor, former CIA director did the unimaginable. If you thought the leftist lunatics could literally not get any worse, think again. Now Harvard University has gone and given the transgender leaker Chelsea Bradley Manning their highest honor as a new Harvard Fellow. Not so fast. It turns out a lot of people are not too cool with the idea of a traitor getting a top honor. One of them is former CIA Director Mike Morrell, and he just hit them right where it hurts. When he heard of the disgraceful actions by Harvard, he immediately handed in his resignation with a brutal letter stating he will not be part of a place that honors convicted felon and leaker of classified information. He is 100% right to leave, too. Clearly, Harvard is no longer deserving of the prestige it enjoys in the world. They have thrown away every value they ever had other than shock value. Shame on them. If that's how they wanna act, fine. They have shown their true colors as nothing but another bastion of leftist groupthink. We need to expose what they did by getting this out everywhere. Regardless of whether you call him Bradley or Chelsea Manning, one thing everyone should call him is a traitor. killshot Trump just decimated Bernie's universal health care with a single word. Bernie Sanders has been pushing extra hard to get Democrats to endorse universal health care before 2018. His goal is to try and get Dems to take the House and Senate, then push the bill through next year. There is only one problem with his plan. President Trump just threatened to veto the bill if Democrats ever do get it through. However, Trump said most of the blame for this entire bill falls on the Republican Party, who, according to the president, allowed this to happen by refusing to repeal and replace Obamacare when they had their chance. That means that Democrats have a chance of winning back seats and pushing universal health care when they do. This is a very serious situation for the Republican Party. It's not gonna be enough now to simply keep the Congress Republican, we gotta replace all the bad Republicans with new ones too. At least the president is willing to stand up for what he believes in. Will you do the same and help spread his message around to every Republican you know? He flipped what Jimmy Carter just said about DACA will make Trump's jaw drop. Well, folks, the dam finally just broke. A former Democrat president, Jimmy Carter nonetheless, just flipped on his own party to give Trump something nobody else would. Jimmy Carter used a speech in Georgia today to let the people know that Trump's canceling DACA with a 6-month delay is pure political genius. According to Carter, the existence of DACA was really just a band-aid that Congress was using to address the issue of the illegal immigrants who were forced here by their parents and spent their lives in the U.S. Carter also said that Trump canceling it was the only way we can ever solve it once and for all. So basically, as long as the president was willing to keep DACA, all Democrats and Republicans would not talk about the issue because they didn't have to. The thing they won't tell you about DACA, though, is that it actually creates a second class of citizen. Those illegal immigrants in the program are not Americans. They must apply for a work visa every 2 years and are limited in their rights. Well, that's one president down. Jimmy Carter has now committed the unspeakable sin of the Democrats and sided with President Trump. That's more than we can say for either Bush. If you all think it's high time these former presidents show up to support Trump, help to get this out and make them do it.